Ladies and gentlemen, hello. There we go. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War. We're on episode 4. Last time, Ichido's fighting Uppi, aka Stern Ritter J, which is a pretty fun fight. We're seeing some Quincy power. And Uppi's pretty impressive, though. Still think Ichido got this in the bag. Just as again, he was doing pretty well against him in his normal form. And I know Uppi just powered up, but like I feel like the bond type form is like just such a big step ahead. I feel like he can pull through. Yes, I've read the manga. I just don't remember how the fight goes. Obviously, I assume Ichido wins, and of course the Stern Ritters had just landed in the Soul Society while Ichido is out. So we're probably going to be seeing the first invasion battles or the start of them, probably like intertwined with Ichido's fight. I'll be honest, besides like Yamamoto's and Byakuya's fight, I don't really remember any of the other first invasion fights. Like they tease Bambita versus Wolf Guy, which I don't remember, but I think Bambita wins. Toshiro versus Claudai, which I don't even remember Claudai, so I just assume Toshiro wins. Soifon versus Robot. I think Soifon wins. Aiden, you're spoiling everything. Yeah. Throughout this whole thing, I've been saying that yes, this is reactions for people who have read the series. Okay, I'm just trying to remember. It's like almost, it's like half blind, half not, because it's been so long. And that's how the fights they teased, though, right? They showed Shunsui fighting someone, but I don't remember who he fights. So I have no idea on that. But anyways, I'm excited to see what happens. And yeah, dope fight scenes incoming. Probably for like the full first season. Like I don't really know where it would end. Does think people said five tours or 4 tours, 4 seasons. So you'd think it'd end after the first invasion. But I think it probably goes on for a little more than that because they do tease Squad Zero and Ichido's is it called Shikai? The dualies. So I mean I don't think they will go as far as to show the dualies because that's pretty far, right? But they'll definitely like have like an episode or two after their first invasion. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the pacing goes. But anyways, let's get started. Once again, I'm using the lazy release. But my topic of the episode is 24 minutes, 36 seconds. Again, it's full length reaction. If you're not interested in that, then probably won't watch it. But if you are interested in my opinion of the episode, you can just skip to the end and we do a mini review. So yeah, get your copy of the episode ready, and let's start in 3, 2, 1, go! Everything Gucci. That's pretty Gucci. Playback. Oh, little recap? Okay. E-burn getting burned. I guess you might need recaps with monthly or weekly releases, but I've been like super excited. I've been watching a lot of other people's reactions, so I'm like super into this. So I remember everything pretty much. Rip the Trez Bestias, by the way. I think they're knocked out of the series. They're not dead, but I don't think they'll come back. I wonder if they'll show Halle Braille again. Because she just kind of disappears. I think I mentioned in the other reaction that I thought like, but she just like left in the Quincy domain and just no one could save her when all the Quincy's died. Oh, it's at the end of the last episode. I'm pretty sure Toshiro was reading the poem, so we might see the start of his fight. against Claw Die. I wonder if we'll get Bat Story on their fight. Because I've heard people like question how did Yamamoto even like beat Uobot with his OP ability. You have to assume that Uobot couldn't use his almighty, right? Or else I don't see how he would win. Honestly, smart move by Ichido. Destroying the Halo. I didn't really get that. But he did like angel his Halo when he was absorbing energy, right? Or it did light up, I think. Rukia? The first Rukia appearance? I do not remember Glasses guy at all. Maybe he's the guy who fights Shunsui. Or the gorilla looking guy. Anyways, thanks for the recap for people who don't remember. Whoa, subs are a little different, eh? Oh no, they're just opening subs. Okay. As why does this look different if I'm using the same release? You must have added opening subs or changed them to time them. It's pretty nice actually. This is why you download the lazy subs if you want. If you're a filthy pirater like me. Aiden, why don't you sub to Hulu? Because I'm poor. That's pretty much the answer. This, this is why I hate like modern streaming shit. There's just too much shit to sub to. The good old days with the TV, yes, you did have to sub to stuff, but I feel like it was way more accessible. I don't know. You know, got that Netflix, what Amazon Prime Video, fucking other stuff. HBO Max, Disney Plus. It's getting insane. I have Prime Video, but I use Amazon Prime. And I've Shudder because I'm a horror freak. Okay. A highly anticipated fight. People love this. Dude, imagine if they actually kill Byakuya, though. They won't, but that'd be a hilarious retcon. So 16 Stern Raiders came. No fodder, by the way. They don't bring any of the other Quincy's. Just Stern Raiders. Kira's dead, but not really. I think he's alive. I think he comes back. It's a fucking massacre, dude. 1,000 dead. Jesus. How strong are these guys? I know they vary in strength. I vaguely remember what this guy does. His power is like really weird. No, not the hot guy. Who does he fight in the first invasion? Don't kill Shino! Don't kill it! Oh, he's dead, bruh. I like this design! Out of the new random guys we got. In half? Kill the shadow. Okay, so it's gonna be Fear Guy. I guess. He's the shadow, right? I think. Oh! Rose. I forgot what his power was. Oh. Oh, they killed his guy, right? Sits the Or he told Kira. Nah, nah, nah. What the fuck? What does Rose do? I forgot what his sheet guy even is. He's just a die. I think he dies. Could be wrong. This guy looks ridiculous. Oh. I don't know if Rose wins. This is Fear Die. Yeah. Sternritter F for Fear. As not. I didn't get the other die. Was it N? He was like, nah, 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 nah. Bro, you can't do anything. They're just fodder. It's just unlucky. Oh shit, Renji. Are we gonna see a Renji dub? I know not this time. I forgot if Renji gets a dub in this. I assume he does. He's such a jobber. Bambita! Sternritter E. I remember what E stands for. Do you like Bambita? Okay, 69. Okay, Shinsui does fight Glasses Guy. She fights Robot. Who are you fighting? Toshiro versus... Oh, the elite guy. I thought he was Claw guy. I think it's probably Claw guy, not the elite guy. Isn't this the Blute? Oh shit, Wrestler! He's in First Invasion? I remember him kinda. Oh, died. Chills? Chills? Oh. Oh. It's just you, Renji. You're just ass. Not the luchador! He was kinda cool, I think. The projectile fight, kind of. Bro, we're just going into it, eh? Jesus. So it is working. Did he strengthen it somehow? I mean, maybe we are gonna go, like, past the first invasion, huh? I feel like things are really heating up more than I thought. Oh. Okay, he is fighting Cloud guy, not the poison guy. How strong is Hitsugaya? I feel like he's like the weakest captain, but I could be wrong. It's just like my impression of him back then. Maybe he's stronger than Sit Guy. And maybe Fox. Yep, none of their Zanpatos are penetrating. I honestly kind of forgot about that. This is the blue though, right? Or maybe it's not blue. Maybe it's a specific thing. Because if Aeon can like beat the shit out of him, I assume Captain Zanpatos can. Ooh. Is that a good morning? That is true. They literally can't win without Bankai. Oh no, dude. I like the confidence. True, they can only steal one at a time, right? Renji's Bankai's so ass. Okay. I do like Byakuya's new look, by the way. It's subtle, but he does look drippy. I've always liked this guy's Bankai too, even though it's kind of ass. Sarfon's weird. Actually baited. It's not a seal, it's a steal. Did Sasaki be like not be able to say they steal it? Did he just not get the words out before he died? Yo, honestly, Shinji though. I like Shinji a lot. I don't think he does anything in this invasion. Yoinked. Doggy. The funny thing is, I don't think most of them even use the Bankai. They have the ability, but they don't use it. But it's good enough to steal it, I guess. I forgot this was an ability she can do. I just we saw that other girl do it. The other lieutenant for the healing squad. Yeah, her Unohana's. It's not a problem for Tempachi. He doesn't use his Bankai. Oh boy. They were headstrong. They're super nerfed, man. Imagine not being able to use Bankais. Shunsui. It's my favorite captain. Fair. Wish it was only one, not three. Oh. TP? Oh, we just transformed, eh? Not my boy's eye. That's how he loses it? That was fast. I think they can only steal one. You know, man, I was dissing Renji's Bantai, but it's good against like large groups of people. But it's always 1v1s in this show, so it's always just ass. It's actually always just ass. Bring my boy Ichido. Literally their trump card, eh? Yep. They're dead and owned. Bring Don Chata! Then the Warriors won. Don the Chata. I love this song. Yep. So I knew this. He wouldn't be strong enough, man. Ichido and Bantai is just a different breed. Even this guy is crazy buffed. Oh! My dad just shoot him? Man just pulled out the Glock? Okay. Well, that was anticlimactic. Man, this is going so fast. It's kind of crazy. I thought the Upi fight would last a bit longer. Oh, God. On the phone? Now still knocked out. Upi! For the men. Yeah, that's the defensive one. Alright, this is offensive though. Oh, they switch. Okay, interesting. Ooh. Upi! Don't count my boy out. Oh, fuck! What the fuck? Through Chad and Orihime? Oh, it's the move Uryu used to manipulate his limbs. Oh, he's tweaking. Base Stoopy. You didn't go down without a fight. It's over, by the way. Man, that episode. I mean, maybe that's manga accurate, but it felt so fast. At least in memory. But people do say Thousand Year Blood War manga arc was fast, so it's probably the same thing. But fights are on their way. I'm trying to think how they go. I wonder if Bankai stealing like nerfs them at all. I'm pretty sure they can only steal one at a time. That was like one of the downsides to it. Or limitations, I should call it. It's not really a downside. Um, but yeah, it's getting started. 4 Bankais down. I would say moderately strong Bankais. I would say none of the Bankais they stole were like top tier. Like I don't know, Toshiro's or Hitsudaya's is kind of. I feel like it's really mid. It's always like doesn't do much. I feel. Soifan's is kind of cool, but again, it's more like for bigger crowds. I feel obviously it's effective against single targets too, but yeah. Botsy dies. I feel like it's kind of strong, but it's not. It's not really that strong. Again, I feel like it's good against a large amount of people. Byakuya's is probably the strongest. Because yes, it's good against a large amount of people, but I think it's also just good. Who's this? Lightning, Wrath, Agilize. Okay, I think that's. I think what's his face? Yamamoto's trying to fight the guy that stole Sasatibi's Bankai. That's probably what it's referring to. But anyways, good epi. Um, but yeah, like I said, pretty fast episode. They also maybe it went by faster too because they gave us a fat recap, which is fair. I'm pretty sure the OG Bleach anime gave recaps too. I hope it's only like a 3 episode thing, right? Because they recapped episode 1 to 3, so maybe do it every 3 episodes. Just because it's been a month. I guess yeah, this is the month release, episode 4. So, but anyways, um, things are going crazy in the Soul Society. The Stern Ridders are stronger than I thought. Obviously, I do remember in the first invasion, Soul Society just kind of gets fucked. I kind of forgot how their Bloot was so effective. And I guess I'm wondering, like, one of my questions is why is, like, Aeon, the Tres Bestia's trump card, like, did so well against the Bloot while Captain's Shikai's couldn't do anything? Is it because, maybe it's more effective against piercing stuff? Because I guess Aeon's just brute forcing, like, a lot of force, while, using swords is more concentrated penetration, slashing stuff. Maybe. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. Unless Aeon's just that, like in terms of raw power, that far ahead of other people, which would be kind of surprising. But anyways, yeah, it's extremely dominant right now. Um, but to be fair, then this is their first time fighting Quincy's, for most of them, and it seems like the Quincy's know a lot or studied a lot about their opponent. So there's definitely a surprise factor because I'm pretty sure next divisions go much better. But we get this crazy report that like thousands are dead. I think it's like 1,000 people died in 7 minutes, which is fair. Because and then at least Yohabot is smart about this. We've seen they have normal Quincy foot soldiers, but he's like in the world of Bleach, where the top tiers can outpower a large majority of the forces. You don't need any, like you notice he only sent like they say the exact amount. I don't know where exactly. Like the exact, I think it's like 12 to 16 Stern Ritters, and then it's just the full force of the Soul Society. And with their Blut, they it's not like anyone like below like lieutenant level can actually like even harm them if they wanted to. Um, Also, we learned some more stuff that apparently there's an offensive version of the Blute where instead of going defense they can increase their offense abilities, but they just lose access to the defense. So it's more of a risk because the defense just seems so powerful. Um, but I honestly forgot that. I wonder if they'll utilize that. Um, but anyways, we start with the cool looking guy getting sliced in half by Mr. Second in Command. I will never say his name because it's just too hard. I think his is Sternritter B for balance. His power is weird. I don't actually remember what it does because it was kind of confusing. I don't think he fights anyone in First Invasion. But then we get to Rose, one of the new captains. Well, new. He was an old one. He was part of the Vizards. Or Visored. I think it's Vizard. I always called them Vizard, but um maybe I'm wrong. I guess like we didn't really see what happened, but some of the Vizards joined back as captains. Well, most of them. You know, Shinji's back. Um, Rose. I don't think Love's back. I know from the 6ix9ine family, he's back too, and I think he like 6ix9ine became his lieutenant, which is kind of funny. I know they're family members, so it made sense. But 6ix9ine gained. I know little blonde chick and Nanako's older sister or family member stayed in Earth, I think. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. He's facing off against some crazy looking motherfucker. I need to read his name card again, man. Come on, show me name. I just want to see name. Okay, this is Sternritter U. Naja Coop. No idea what he does. I just remembered what Oopies is, because Oopies J, and I just didn't remember what he did, but I think he's JL. Yeah, he's JL from the ending. Because Ita made like a really strong jail, which made sense. Anyways, Rose is fighting this guy. We didn't actually get any scenes of them fighting, though Rose did have a cool shot. I honestly forgot what he does. Is he the guy that did like a whip? Because I think 6ix9ine had a knife. He's either the guy with the whip or the like mallet or something. I don't know. We haven't seen his Bankai. I'm sure we'll see it eventually, but well, not right now because they're not trying not to use their Bankai. But yeah. Anyways, that happened. Interested to see how that fight goes. I don't remember it at all. I'm pretty sure Rose dies, which is kind of funny. It's always I think it's like always the same like squad captains die. Well, I know more die, but like, you know, in Gin and Tosin died. And I'm pretty sure like with those openings Rose and 6ix9ine took their place, and I'm pretty sure they both died. So it's always those squad leaders that die. I just remember because I remember reading that like one shot Kubo did of Hell, which you know still hasn't gotten any new shit. I wonder if he's just saving that because he's been working on the anime, but and they have like new captains there too, man. But always unlucky. Anyways, maybe Rose doesn't die. I know I'm pretty sure 6ix9ine dies, and either Rose or No, it has to be Rose. There's no other like really disposable captain right now. Unless like there's new captains promoted after the first invasion, because yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. Just talking. Then of course we got Fear Die. Asnot, Stern Ritter F for Fear. Terrorizing the masses. Um they haven't explained their powers yet. None of them have, so I'm sure we'll get that after. Of course we got Bambita, Basterbine. Stern Ritter E for explosion. Does she explode stuff? Sorry, spoiler. Um, yeah, I was not that confused because I always thought she was B because it would be funny. Stern Ritter B, Bambita Bastervine for boom, but or bomb. But I guess they needed it for balance. She's fighting Dodgy. Uh, I'm pretty sure Dodgy gets owned, and then they have a rematch. I don't remember how exactly it goes, but yeah. And of course we got. Okay, so 6'9" lieutenants fighting the gorilla looking guy. I have no idea what this guy does. They didn't even introduce him, man. Shinsui's fighting mysterious glasses guy that also uses a gun. It's kind of funny that all the Quincy's Shinsui, all the actually thinking about it, all the opponents Shinsui, like the major ones he faced has guns. You know, he fought Stark with the dualies, this guy with the gun. But then later on, he fights another Quincy with a gun. It's just kind of crazy. Soifan's fighting a robot. I think Soifan wins from memory somehow. It looks like okay, interesting. It looks like Dooley's is fighting something, but we didn't get a close up. I'm pretty sure this guy, just from the haircut, is the guy with the tons. I forgot what he did, but he went up to the royal place with your bot later. So I guess Dooley's don't win. And for some reason, when I saw Toshiro's opponent, I thought he was fading Aston is his name, one of the royal elite Quincy's, but no, it's just Claw Guy. But anyways, fighting's going crazy. You know, they keep jumping back and forth. Very chaotic. Renji doing nothing as per usual. I just feel bad for Renji, man. Again, I actually think he's not that bad. It's just that his weapon is made for like fighting large groups of people. Like against like, which you know, when I think about a lot of them are, like a lot of Soul Reapers are, and that's why they kind of seem more weak. Just cause like it's just like too slow for a single person. But for like a large, like if they're fighting like an army of Quincy's, I feel like he would be like pretty good. But anyways, Byakuya breaks the brute for a second. Brute forces it, which is pretty impressive, I think, because like even Urahara Kyusuke, he had to like do a sneak attack to hurt Upi. So I'm assuming he couldn't just brute force the brute, which is pretty impressive. But it seems like it's harder to do because Asnod then like immediately just started bleeding up. Maybe he wasn't concentrating hard enough, or maybe like you need to focus on one area to really affect the brute at this level. But yeah, anyways, that'll be a fun fight. And then, do you think that they'll retcon Byakuya not dying? Because what does Byakuya do in the future of Thousand Year Blood War? He definitely does something. He doesn't fight Asnod again, I think. He, I think he fights Miracle Guy and doesn't do anything. Like, it would be a Didla Chad mood. It would be a Didla Chad mood, but it'll also be a Didla Chad move to kill him. And I don't know. I think they just retconned his death in the manga just because apparently it's because of fans. But it would be interesting killing someone we actually care about. No, I'm trying. I mean, people who died we care about. I liked Rose, dude. No, I'm trying. Obviously, there's some people who died we care about. Anyways, Toshiro's fighting Clawdai. I totally forgot what Clawdai does. I do like the claws though. And of course, they realize that their blute's too strong and they can't pierce them, which again is kind of crazy. So they're, even though you know you can say using Bankai is foolish, they don't really have a choice. it's really just like a stalemate if they can't pierce them normally anyways, right? So it's just awkward. Um and of course, so I guess Sasatibi didn't, I guess maybe he didn't know that they stole Bontais, or he just wasn't able to like say they can steal Bontais, because obviously he said something about it, but and I don't hate like the captain's reasoning too. It's like, okay, we're in a tight situation, we can't win without using Bontais. So we'll risk it now. We'll see the stealing or the sealing process, and maybe they can break the seal. Which I think actually, if they do break it, they get their bond tie back. But then they realize no, it's worse than that. They can actually steal it. From memory, I do think some of them use the bond tie, but a lot of them don't. And to be fair, it's fine enough just to like steal them, right? Um, just because a captain without a bond tie is just a super nerf. But, anyways, the plan goes bad. It does not work how they thought it will, and they just get yoinked. So, it's not looking good. But again, I get the reasoning. Anyways, reaction shots. Shunsui is explaining stuff, why it's not that bad of a situation. Then he gets fucking blitzed, kind of. I guess it is like they're like the Twinsie's transformation is basically their Bantai 2. I don't feel like the power boost is like the same though. Though maybe it's just hard to tell because Ichido's base is just so strong. But yeah, Shunsui gets blitzed. I do remember him wearing an eye patch for the rest of the arc. I mean, it kind of happens easily, but it's like getting shot with a bullet. There's not like a lot of build up for that shit usually. Then they tell Ichido, of course. They don't know about them not being able to steal his Bantai, but Ichido is the ace in the hole, which it is what it is, and it does turn out that he is the ace in the hole because Upi just can't steal his Bantai. Now I know the reason why, and you probably know too if you're watching this. But that's like the one spoiler I won't say, just in case you are a mad person and I'm watching this blind, even though I'm saying a bunch of shit. Cause that's a little too crazy for me to say. But anyways, Upi's struggling against Bantai Ichido, even though he's not only is he in his Quincy Bantai, he's absorbed as not and some various other things. Not as not. He's absorbed as not. Imagine. Then I think Ichido would actually lose. Um, Aeon. He absorbed Aeon, which is like pretty strong. But apparently Ichido is actively winning, or at least pretty equal. Well, Upi says surpass him, so guess he is just losing. Unfortunate Upi. Not much you can do though. But, Kisuke hits him with a surprise attack, leaving a pretty sudden end for Upi. But it is for naught because Upi is still alive, using a nice little callback to Urio versus what's his name, Mayuri, Science Man, where when his limbs got paralyzed, he had his puppet technique to attach strings of reishi to control himself like a puppet, and Ubi's doing the same thing, even though he's kind of down for the count, and he's dying. He's using the reishi to control his own body, which is pretty cool. Props to Upi. And then he hits him with the jail move, which I don't know how exactly it works, so I'm sure we'll learn, but it's like a super cage, super trap. He also like owned everyone. And I guess it's just, again, just to show you how strong Upi is in this form, because, I'm pretty sure he just shot like one arrow and it pierced through Chad with his fucking Giga arm, Urahime, and like Uryu. I'm sure Uryu can like beat him, maybe. But maybe not. Maybe it's just to show how strong Upi is and how strong Ichido is in comparison. But yeah, things are going crazy. I forgot how Ichigo breaks out of the cage thing. How the fights would go, I pretty much said. I think maybe again they were kind of teasing Sasatibi's lightning thing because lightning was his Bankai, so maybe we'll see Yamamoto fight the guy who stole Sasatibi's Bankai, and in memory he owns him, and then he fights He fights Yuha back, but I won't spoil that too because that's a little crazy, but that would be super entertaining. Before we go, let's look at some voice actors, give some love to them. We'll go to my anime list, even though they've been kind of failing recently with Boogie Pop and other stuff. This is like such a big project. I'm sure they'll actually credit the voice actors. um, let's look at characters. Who can we look at today? I guess we've heard a bunch of the Quincy's. Who's Robert? Is this the guy that shot my boy? Yeah, okay, we'll look at him. He shot Shunsui. He gets some love. We'll look at two. We'll look at Robert. I want to look at Bambita, but maybe we should look at Asnot. Wait, Asnot didn't even say anything. Never mind. We'll look at Bambita because I kind of love her. So, Robert, aka Man Who Shot Shunsui, my favorite captain, so I'll give you credit, is Hashi Tataya. Born 1952. Old soul, eh? Actually, like really old. No fun facts. He has a medium-sized repertoire. Anything impressive that I care about, at least? He's in Arslan Senki, the worst anime ever. It's not the worst, but it's pretty bad. Worst battle military strategy anime, I would say. Maybe. Anyways, anything good? He was Bauer, Ted, and Cowboy Boop 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 Beep Boop Boop. But like, anything good? He's Archer of Shinjuku from the Fate Grand Order series. That's past my prime. I don't know who that is. Seems like he's more of a supporting actor kind of guy. Not a lot of mains, huh? Which is fine. You gotta respect the supporting actor, voice actors, just as good supporting tasks might be overlooked, but it's pretty important to me. Gundam Build Divers second season. I wish I could get into Gundam Build Divers as I did with Gundam Build Fighters, because I love Gundam Build Fighters. Divers never really got to me. I wonder if this guy has like a big role. Does all of these seem pretty like they're supporting characters, but they don't have a lot of favorites, which makes me assume they're not a big role, but I could be wrong. But if I don't know what they are, then it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, he's Kazuku from Naruto. The what are you called? Akatsuki guy, the weird stringy guy. I kind of liked him, even though he was one of the more minor members. He was always kind of cool to me. Okay, he's Kazuku. It's interesting. He's Brock. I think is Muno Brock. What the heck? Wait, he's not Brock. Who the fuck is this? Is this Brock's dad? Yeah, apparently his name's Flint in the English show. Muno. Okay, not Brock. He's Brock's a dad or something. He looks like an old Brock. Not based, not based. Gilliam, too. He's Kyosuke Mizoguchi from the Tsukio no Fafner series. I'm just saying that because there's like a billion movies and shows of it. So, uh, Yeah, not a lot of like bid roles. But you know, again, you need a strong supporting cast, and even though we've heard like one line from him, I respect him. So there you go. And of course, Bambita's voice actress is Taketatsu Ayana, 1989, eh? 12,000 member favorites. Okay, she has to be in some big shit. Hobbies: karaoke, reading, shopping, tennis, bingo, origami. Ayana Take Tatsu is a member of the Seiyu unit. Petite Milady. What? There's voice actress units? Married fellow Seiyu on her 30th birthday. Yuji Taji. Petite Milady. Huh. Okay, maybe this is why she has so many member favorites. Nino Nakano from 5 Tuban no Hayayome. 13,000 favorites. I have not heard of this anime. Oh, it's the quintuplets, whatever thing. Okay, I have heard of it. He's also a green haired girl from Assassination Classroom. Sure. Not my favorite anime. There's an Arc Knights anime, dude. She's in the Arc Knights anime. Amazing. A Sebi from Bento. Sachiko from Cinderella Girls. Hotaru from That Chocolate Show. Kotori from Data Live. Mid roles. This is what you call a main actress girl. Lots of bid shit. Most of these I don't really care about though. So maybe we'll find something I care about. Then I'll give her the respect she deserves. Arisu from Girls in Panzer. This is Gumi from Guilty Crown. Koneko from High School DxD. Alice from High School of the Dead. Ooh. Hiyori from Hyokyoi. Okay, but like, where's the good rolls? Where's the good rolls? Joking. She's Azunia from K-On, which makes so I've seen this girl before because I'm pretty sure I've seen Azunian's VA. So we'll probably see her from something we've watched on the channel. That's not Bleach. D- Something. I haven't seen it yet, but I kind of remember saying, "Oh, it's this girl's time play Bambita, and we'll watch her in Bleach." Wonder what it is though. Anyway, Azunian enjoyers. Ayumi Kantoli. She's Yamamoto from the Kantoli series. Kisetsu. Girl. Classic anime. Uh, other stuff. Man, she has a huge repertoire. And she's still like pretty young. She's Torino from that incest show. Everyone's favorite incest show. My little sister can't be this cute. That's what it's called in English. Still feels weird to say, man. Ultra from the Queen's Blade anime. I didn't even know that had an anime. I know that's like a game. Excuse me, she's Karama from this random show, but Karama's literally a Haniwa from Rants. That's some fucking copyright issue shit. I should send that to Alisoft. Because I'm a dirty snitch. She's Suruha from Sword Art Online. I believe this is the sister of main guy. Maybe. I don't know. I've never watched it. Da, da, da. She's K from Yokosu Jitsuru Yoku Shiju Shugi no Toi Shitsui. What is that? I have no idea. Okay, but what is she from that we've seen? We need to reverse. Because we've seen her in something. on the channel. So I need to concentrate. Oh, she's in Booty Pop Phantom. I literally missed it because it was like in the first part and it had 0 favorites. She's Manticore. If you don't know, Booty Pop Phantom is the current anime we're watching. The current slot, which is finished anime, obviously, gets 3 episodes a week. I would recommend Booty Pop. It's an underrated gem adaptation of one of the greatest light novels ever. Apparently, I haven't watched it. I've read it, so I assume they're right. But people don't really like it. I love it. Has a lot of Karen no Coyote vibes. It's very different from Bleach, but there are some cool action sequences. But it's not very action focused. But yeah, she's Manticore from Booty Pop. Manticore was a good villain, I guess. In comparison to the others, probably not, but she cool. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully enjoyed this episode. And next time we'll see some more chaos in Soul Society. But until then, that's it for me. See ya.